I think I was in Atlanta, right? 11 o'clock, really close to 12, right? We're walking down the streets of Atlanta. Who does that, first of all? We're like right here, right? We're here. The pub is right here. All we have to do is walk to the pub and go inside, right? This distance, I'm telling you, it was like 7 steps. The person in the front that was leading us to the pub saw this food truck right like on the side of the road across the street, right? So he was like, hey guys, you guys all go inside. I'm gonna check out this food truck and like see what they're selling, right? When I say food truck, I don't mean like the normal conventional food trucks that you see like on a normal daily basis, you know. The actual trucks with like branding, the little shutter where they hand you food, you have to look up at them, that whole 9 yards. No, it was like a what is it called? A pickup truck, right? With the little open back where you can put stuff in. And then on it was tailgated, I think it's called tailgated, but it was tailgated to like a barbecue, like the barbecue grill that you open up. So we all watch him go over there, and progressively, one by one, everyone in the front of the line just starts turning towards the food truck for some odd reason, right? I'm standing there with Jay and John, and we're just like, oh, this can't be good. No one walks towards the bar or the pub. No one walks towards the pub. We just all start trailing towards the food van. I'm calling it a food van, not a food truck. We get over there and they're selling like burgers, right? They said they're selling burgers. Keep that in mind. They are selling burgers. When we get over there, they were like, hey, like, what are the prices of stuff like that? Or like, oh, there's a lot of y'all here. We'll give you buy one, like, get one. When have you ever heard of buy one, get one on food? That's the first red flag. That's like, okay, you're going to a food place and you're getting a buy one get one deal. Why are we not leaving? Why are we not immediately heading out? Are we tweaking? What's going on? In my head, I'm thinking, okay, but a pub's right over there. I'm gonna walk back across the street and go into the pub. No one moves. They're like, oh, I got $40 on me. There's 8 of us here. Makes sense. Let's do it. They go down the line. They're like, what do you want? We got beef, we got chicken, we got turkey, and I think that was it. So they have beef burgers, chicken burgers, and turkey burgers, right? I picked chicken for no specific reason. I didn't want the other ones. It was jerk chicken too. Random food van in Atlanta selling, oh my god, I can't speak English. Random food truck in Atlanta selling jerk chicken. For anyone that has any ounce of like Caribbean in them, red flag again, right? So I got the chicken burger. When I tell you, he opens up the grill, takes out a piece of chicken, bone in. It was like a thigh and a leg. You know how they're like together? It was a thigh and a leg, a piece of chicken, bone in, takes it out of the grill, takes out what I assumed was going to be the bun. He took out a loaf of bread, and I'm talking about sliced bread, right? Puts the bread in a little tray, puts the chicken on top of it, another slice of bread, and hands me the plate. I almost crashed out. I was like, why are we here? Pub is across the street that has actual food. I was thinking of fries. I was thinking of like food that would like fill up my stomach. I got a piece of chicken between 2 pieces of bread, bone in. I didn't say anything, but the 2 people behind me, we all had the same thought. We looked at each other and was like, hell no, right? But we still ate it, right? I shamelessly opened up the burger, put the bread to the side, started munching on the chicken by itself because I'm not going to bite into the chicken sandwich with the bone in it. That's not happening. I don't even have a fork and a knife. They just hand you the tray, no napkins. And I was just like, okay, cool. Nowhere to sit. We're walking down the street, 11 o'clock at night in Atlanta, eating chicken sandwiches, bone in, turkey sandwiches with bread slices. Like, oh, I wanted to crash out. After that, we still didn't even go get like actual food. Everyone just called it, right? So we were just walking down the street, and one of the guys are like, hey, there's a place around the corner at the hotel that like sells drinks if you guys wanted drinks. I forgot the most important part. The main reason we were out going to the pub to begin with is because everyone wanted drinks. Everyone wanted drinks. Otherwise, we would have went to like a food place on the way, but everyone wanted drinks. After that happened, we skipped the pub to get chicken sandwiches on the side of the road. We didn't get drinks because we went to the hotel. The bar was closed. One person went home. I should have taken the hint. One person went home. Everyone else was like, okay, guys, there's this diner that's open. We can get drinks over there. So we split into 2 groups, okay? Group 1 has 5 people. Group 2 has 3. Group 2 is me, bro. We split off into groups. It was me, Jay, and John, and then the rest of the group, right? And the plan was to take 2 Ubers because, 8 people can't go into one Uber. My group got to the place first. Mind you, they left first. We ordered the Uber at the same time. Their Uber came like 7 minutes before ours, right? They leave. We leave 7 minutes later. We get to the place first, right? We go inside. They're nowhere to be found. We tried calling them. No one picked up. We talked to the employees at the diner, and we were just telling them, yeah, we're just coming over here for some drinks, blah, 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 blah. We're waiting on our friends, but they left first, and we're here first. Don't know how that happened. We're talking to the employees, and they're just like, yeah, they could possibly have went to the diner 30 minutes away. The diner we're at is like 5 to 7 minutes away from the hotel. Maybe 10. We walked for like 15. So like, do the math, right? We're like, okay, why the heck would they go to the diner 30 minutes away? That just doesn't make any sense. The hotel's right there. This diner's right here. The other diner is across Atlanta or Georgia. I don't even know if it was in the city. We started walking back towards the hotel, just looking for places to eat. We walked like, 15 minutes away looking for a place to eat. And finally we get a text message and they said, hey, we're at the diner. Where are you guys? And we were like, hey, we were there and you guys weren't there. So we assumed you went to the wrong diner, blah, 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 blah. We figured out that they finally got to the diner. We didn't ask questions until we got there. We walk all the way back to the diner. Basically, diner's here, hotel's like far away. We walked towards the hotel, took a lap looking for food, came back towards the diner. So we were walking for like 30, 45 minutes. No one wants to do that at so late night in Atlanta at all. Waffle House was there. It had a bunch of people outside. I was on borderline like, let's get Waffle House. But like there was way too many people over there. And like, yeah. When we get back to the diner, we find them. They're in the back booth. We're all cramped because we have 8 people sitting in a diner that's meant for like 5. Everyone was just cramped up in there. We ordered food. I ordered fries. As we're eating, we figure out that they didn't go straight to the diner from the hotel. They or from the other hotel. They went from the other hotel, dropped someone off at our main hotel, and then went to the diner. They didn't even communicate that to us, so we just didn't know what was happening. So when we got to the diner, we could have just stayed there and waited, but they didn't say anything, so we thought they weren't there, or when realistically, they just went to the hotel and then to the diner. Communicate, guys. It's that easy. Just say something. A life-changing event happens for me, okay? You know how diners have the little, like, 2 bottle things? Like, one has pepper, one has salt, and stuff like that, right? Typically, that's all that you have at the table. Maybe a bottle of ketchup, right? I was eating my fries. Fries had like legit 0 salt on them. And I wanted to put salt on my fries. So I grabbed the container that had a white substance in it, pause, and I poured it on my fries. And everyone looks at me freakishly. And I'm just like, what? I'm just putting salt on my fries because they're saltless. And someone goes, yo, you know that's sugar, right? And I looked at the bottle, this large ass jug in my hands. In the back of my mind, I was like, why is this like salt bottle so like large? First of all, who the fuck puts sugar at a table in a diner? Why is there sugar at a table in a diner? At like 11 o'clock at night, no one is ordering pancakes or anything else that remotely needs sugar. So I had sugar on my fries. I said, fuck it, put salt on top of it because I just wanted salted fries. The bottle of sugar was about this size. This whole container of sugar. For coffee, just have like a little like packets. Have the packets, be normal. I understand that those exist, right? That's not the point. That's not the point, right? I understand they exist. There's several reasons why it's just stupid, right? One, you typically don't have sugar bottles at diners on the table. 2, why would you put salt, pepper, and sugar on a table? That just doesn't make sense. It's 11 o'clock at night. That shouldn't be there to begin with. There's just so many things that was wrong, okay? First of all, it's so late at night. Second of all, I've been walking for 30 minutes. Third of all, those people were pissing me off. Fourth of all, I had bone-in chicken between 2 slices of bread. Everything was going wrong that night. And then on top of that, I put sugar on my fries. It was a night. We finally got back home. I was supposed to work on some projects. I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I went to bed. It was too much. I just the night was over for me. Okay, the night was over.